What's up, guys? It's been literally 30 seconds. I'm back to play this game. Overwrite. Yes. Okay. Let's get on with it. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. Alright, this is where I get to meet Edgeworth. Oh, yes. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. This guy looks like a prude. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Oh, my light just turned on and off. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. This is Sean Connery now. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. Dude, you're in America. Oh, wait, no, we're in Japan. And we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may, call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Hey, I'm walking here. I'm a police officer. Give me some donuts. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. So you guys are jumping to assumptions here. Hasn't been proven guilty yet. The court accepts the court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Please testify. Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Well, he's not a witness, is he? The witness is the woman. Something the matter? No, Your Honor, I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Yeah, he's not a witness, he's a detective. Witnessing the aftermath is not witnessing the crime. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Okay, what do I have? Okay, when he talks about it, being a clock, there were 2 people people there already. The defendant and the lawyer. Immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. Did she? I'll save this for later. I can't use that yet. Did she really, though? I gotta question her. I rushed to the scene. Who'd you say you got a call from? Hey pal, don't play dumb, you know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right, please continue. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why is that? What's your reason? Why? We had a witness account describing her. Hold it! Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious and she sure isn't Pink, pal. Well, clearly this guy's eyes have some issues, so we could grill him about that. Well, I guess she is Pink, okay. That's enough. Detective Gumshoe, do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, detective. Let's hear your testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. No, it's not really. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, detective. Your Honor, why didn't you testify about the vital piece of evidence the first time? I know, I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Okay. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. What do I have? On it, the word Maya was clearly written in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. You don't know that. Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and the movies. This isn't a movie, detective. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess. I haven't heard of many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal.
Objection!
Shut up. Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. You don't know that! I'm about to... You're lucky we're in court right now. Edgeworth, catch me outside, dude. Order. That didn't go so well. That's right. What he said. That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. Securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. The word "bi" was clearly written in blood. So, let me check this, right? Ooh. She was there. Broken glass. Okay, I can't do anything with that yet. Oh, death was instantaneous.
Objection!
Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Maya Fey, wrote this note, that she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately, but... No butting your way out of this one, Detective. Oh, that's right. Edgeworth, say something about that, you prick. Order, order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down.
Objection!
Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? Wasn't the day of the murder? It was the day after. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being? That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? The second autopsy report was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. Now that's not fair. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. Prick. Should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? The detective's a sham. Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham! How could you give me a faulty report? Huh? I thought Detective Gumshoe... I'm disappointed in you, handing him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. What? But... Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Died from a blow by a blunt object may have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Okay. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. No, it doesn't. It just suggests that she wrote down a name. It doesn't suggest that it's the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. No, it's not. Alright, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness Miss April May take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Yeah, she's very promiscuous. Come on, where's something else to court for crying out loud? Witness. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Oh, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. There should be no flirting in the courtroom. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away, but that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. She ran away, but then she hit her by the window, and that's all I saw, every little bitsy-witsy. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. No, it's not. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Wait, Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright. What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Alright, that's an ad hominem attack. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yeah, I'm doing it. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. And Edworth, I'll hit you with a cross-examination of my own. Specifically, a right cross when we get out into the street. Anyways, if only because I don't have a feeling Edworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Yeah, see, I don't like that. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know, and I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. Yep. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. And the woman, dodged to one side and ran away.
Hold it!
She dodged? Dodged what? Well, the attack. Please continue your testimony. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her.
Hold it!
How did you know it was my client? Gee, first of all, she had a girl's physique, and secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her? No, you're not right. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're straight up lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless. Okay, if you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you'd have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. That is true! She's dressed like a Naruto character. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Rawr, what are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. Sorry, Your Honor. Put a hoodie over her or something. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Oh my gosh. Your testimony again, if you would. Yeah, I almost had her. No, we do have her. I did see everything, I did. The victim, the woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, that kind of statue clock? How does she know it's a clock? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? That's it. Yep. That's it. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Don't mind if I do. You're about to get busted, Sheila. And everything. The victim.
Objection!
Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Stop it! You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order. Miss May, can you explain how you knew this was a clock?
Objection!
Shut up, pussy. The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. It's the murder weapon. No! You'll withdraw your question. No, I won't. Yeah, but questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Yeah, it's about the murder weapon, for crying out loud. If you stop me there, trial guilt. What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What the... because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co. No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law offices of Fay & Co. where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, I'm not. No, Your Honor. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. But how could you possibly... Just take a look, right now. Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, how would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? You heard me. Well, Miss May? Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty somehow. He knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? Oh, I know when it was removed, because I have the voicemail. If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there's no contradiction. That's quite possibly true. The clock might have been empty after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright? Yeah, I can! Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed? Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Ooh, you have a girly phone. Wait. This isn't my phone, guys. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Oh, what are you sweating now, Edgeworth? Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. Gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. I'm not. Let's hear the conversation. Beep. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then, huh? If you could, I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working. That's lame. I had to take out the clockwork. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear this clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to me? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. It's a custom-made clock. Oops, I forgot. Wait. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Dude, you're such a biased judge. Can we get this guy out of here? Like, does the defense have any objections? Yes, I do. The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will produce the witness. That will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh? Excuse is not on sale today. Oh, dude, come on. I'm grilling you right now. Oh, that's your secret? Oh? What is it to you, porcupine head? Alright, cotton candy mouth. Or hair. I fucked that up. That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! She's clearly demonic possessed. Whoa. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witnesses will remain calm. She's insane. Oh, silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Tee. Dude, you can't let her get away with this. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear, does the defense have an opinion on this? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witnesses had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard. That is correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Okay, well, it can't be this. Not this. It's gotta be this.
Take that!
Have a look at this. That's... I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Maya Fay's phone, were you not?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Rick, even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Yes. Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can! It's simple. What? Here's my proof. Proof that the victim... Hold on. Proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock. It's the...
Take that!
I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Hey, what's up? Blah, blah, blah. A clock. It's made to look like the statue, the thinker. Miss April May. You used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Oh wait, I missed that one. Shut up, all of you, you lawyer. What did she say? It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it? Wah. I did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Dude, what did she say? Now to deal the final blow. She didn't do it. I know that. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tapping, irrelevant? Gosh, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you are tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, she has a point. Oh, my tone of voice is inappropriate. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped your phone? I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that, and of course I can and will. You can't be serious. No way. Way, I say, way, oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so, the killing happened around 9 o'clock at night, right? Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee. Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. I never said she was! So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. You know that's not true, Edgeworth. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away! There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? I want to ask her. No. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. Think you've sunken quite low enough already?
Objection!
I object to calling the bellboy. But why? That's your reason. He's in the room, he's a witness. Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition. Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy. Then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. What? That's not how that works. What? Hold on. Alright, I've got nothing to worry about. Understood, I accept your condition. Fool, you fell right into my trap. Wait. Very well, the court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. He's a witness. How is this a controversial thing for me to call him to the stand? If he was in the room when she witnessed it, then he is also, therefore, a witness. I believe we're ready to testify, or I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Hey bro, you're off the clock. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Very good, sir. Very good, sir. Miss May's room service. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin the cross-examination. Right, I'm ready, I hope. This is it. I can't prove. The bellboy at the blanket. I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. Asked for an iced coffee to be brought up to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir.
Hold it!
9 o'clock on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9 o'clock, the time of the murder. Brought it to her precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. Oh, but I have to find something. I got it.
Hold it!
Precisely 9 o'clock, then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Oh, bellboy, tee-hee, I'd like, iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack at 9 o'clock, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself.
Hold it!
You are sure it was Miss April May herself? That's not what I want to ask. I'm saying she came to the door, so she couldn't have witnessed the murder at 9 o'clock. Is it so very absolutely? Sir, it's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with, an embrassure, sir. Brasier? I don't know. Is that French for embrace? It's French for a kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe, perhaps, she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. No! Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to What about Mr. White? You end the rather tedious cross-examination here? No. I can't let this happen. Protest. Wait! Please wait. Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I give you one more question, that's all. Okay, this is really it. This is my last chance. Bed making. So if he made the bed at... She slept in the bed, right? The next day, the bed was made. That's what I want to know. Bed making. Tell me about making beds that day. I was wondering what you were going to ask, but bed making? A new low. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. The witness will answer the defense's question. Yes, well, it was quite like any other day's bed making. I changed the sheets, the pillowcases, and then I proceeded to make the bed. I had to bring pillows for 2, of course, but they're quite light, you see. I see, thank you. Pillows for 2? Bellboy, what did you just say? Yes, pillows are light, sir. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room?
Objection!
I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're not normally supposed to mention. Or you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite, indeed. It was the good barista there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. You fool! I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who was this other person? Simple. It was... the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. Oh, my, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? Yeah, prick. After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Yeah, start sweating. Upstart. Amateur. The accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and the defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. How long is this recording? 42 minutes? Once I save, this might be another episode. September 7th, 224, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? Yeah, I was. I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Don't say that! That face of his with his eyes wide and trembling lips, it sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir! I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. Not to worry, I'm on a roll. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow, but now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. Dodge an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught in the air. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. Wow. Guess this is another episode. Alright guys, let me save real quick. And I'm gonna end this stream real quick, and again I'm gonna pick it up and we're just gonna keep on going. So, see you guys in a bit.